Hi, my name is Griffin Reedy, and the business that I created is called Quick Slopes. So, just a quick overview of the business and my business plan and model. Quick Slopes is an online website and cell phone application, and it allows users to see the nearest ski resorts in their area, as well as quickly find deals and buy tickets in only a few clicks. So, how my business model changed. When I very first started, I was more based off of looking at the wait times of lines, because personally I'm a skier. One of the biggest issues is how long the lines are, and at first I was thinking about some way that I could potentially either filter the lines or make them quicker in some way. So this created ideas ranging from different dispersion of ticket lanes or maybe adding kiosks inside the resort. But when I got feedback from customers and realized that there wasn't much monetization options for that, I pivoted to an app and website, and that opened way more opportunities for the business. So customer emotions played a pretty big role throughout this. Before I was able to actually talk to anyone involving long ticket lines, I assumed that the problem would be just a minor inconvenience. Um, Even though waiting in line can be a little annoying sometimes, I just thought that it might need a little help, but wouldn't be in demand very much for customers. But what I found out was that a lot of people were actually extremely frustrated with this, and they were really tired of the ways that ticket sales were handled. So that actually gave me a big confidence boost in having an actual viable business, and it ultimately solidified my decision to pursue a website and app. And overall, customer emotions indicated that a ticket selling service would have immediate demand because people seemed like they really wanted it based off their emotions. So when I experimented, I initially used trial and error because I didn't really know what I was doing mostly. It was kind of a first time for me. So I utilized trial and error to optimize and find the best options for the customer. So initially I wanted to make a different type of line for people physically buying tickets, but after experimenting, I ultimately pivoted to an online service because trying to filter out the physical buying experience wasn't very monetizable and didn't seem like there were very many options to go. Also, I use experimentation to find an optimal price point for customers. That was one of the main things that I had to do because you wanted your customer to pay as much as possible without making them not want to pay anymore. So I would set several different price points, and whatever the customer clicked on the most or would pay that is what I would ultimately set as my price because I was making it a subscription-based service. So improving on and utilizing customer emotions and experimentation. So next time, personally, when I'm asking customers, I think focusing on specific instances rather than general questions will be good. Even though I did get a lot of feedback about what I was doing, I would mostly just ask questions like, do you have issues with having to buy ski tickets physically? Or like, what are some issues you have with this? Instead of asking more specific questions about parts of the ticket buying process that they don't like, because by getting more specific feedback on customers, then you can tailor your business model to meet the most demanding needs of customers on average. And then, like I said, by considering the most emotional parts of customer experiences, you can gauge demand for potential products. So, because I know what's most in demand for the customers, you can give them what they want and ultimately make the most profit off of it. And one thing that I did, which wasn't exactly efficient, was instead of using different price points and then getting customer feedback, I could have easily just made a survey to find the maximum that someone would pay. And then that way I wouldn't have any issues with setting multiple price points, trying to average it out. It just would be much quicker overall. All right, so thank you for listening to this. And hopefully, Quick Slopes is very good and can actually make it because it seems like a good business model, seems like it has good demand, and overall, I think it's quite marketable for someone who skis often.